Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a very warm welcome to the Stavros Niarchos Foundation Cultural Center in Athens, the capital city of Greece, where the official draw of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 will take place. My name is Lila Kountourioti, and I will be your host tonight in English. Just like basketball, this draw is, of course, a team effort. So please allow me first to pass the ball to my dear colleague, Iulika Skafida, who will be your host in Greek.
Ευχαριστώ για την assist, Λίλα. Κυρίες και κύριοι, εξοχότατοι προσκεκλημένοι. Ένα πολύ θερμό καλωσόρισμα στο Κέντρο Πολιτισμού Ίδρυμα Σταύρος Νιάρχος στην Αθήνα, όπου θα λάβει χώρα η επίσημη κλήρωση για το EuroBasket γυναικών 2025. Το όνομά μου είναι Ιούλικα Σκαφιδά. Και επειδή αυτή η τελετή, όπως εξάλλου και το ίδιο το μπάσκετ, είναι μια ομαδική προσπάθεια, εγώ θα είμαι η οικοδέσποινά σας στα ελληνικά και η Λίλα στα αγγλικά.
32 national teams from across Europe started out in the qualifiers that tipped off in November 2023, hoping to earn a ticket to the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025. 16 of those national teams, including the 4 host countries, have made it to the flagship event. Belgium, who are the reigning champions, Czechia, France, Germany, Great Britain, Greece, Italy, Lithuania, Montenegro, Portugal, Serbia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, and Turkey.
32 εθνικές ομάδες από ολόκληρη την Ευρώπη συμμετείχαν στην προκριματική φάση που ξεκίνησε το Νοέμβριο του 2023, ευελπιστώντας να κερδίσουν ένα εισιτήριο για το EuroBasket γυναικών 2025. 16 από αυτές τις ομάδες, συμπεριλαμβανομένων των 4 αμφιτριώνων, εξασφάλισαν μία θέση στη μεγάλη διοργάνωση. Το Βέλγιο, που είναι και η κάτοχος του τροπαίου, Τσεχία, Γαλλία, Γερμανία, Μεγάλη Βρετανία, Ελλάδα, Ιταλία, Λιθουανία, Μαυροβούνιο, Πορτογαλία, Σερβία, Σλοβενία, Ισπανία, Σουηδία και Τουρκία.
The FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 will get underway on the 18th of June, and the group phase will be played in 4 truly beautiful European cities: Brno in Czechia, Hamburg in Germany, Bologna in Italy, and Piraeus in Greece. the iconic Peace and Friendship Stadium in Piraeus, only a few minutes along the seaside from where we are right now, is indeed the final phase venue where the new European champion will be crowned on the 29th of June.
Το EuroBasket γυναικών 2025 θα ξεκινήσει στις 18 Ιουνίου και η φάση των ομίλων θα διεξαχθεί σε 4 πραγματικά υπέροχες ευρωπαϊκές πόλεις. Στο Brno της Τσεχίας, στο Αμβούργο της Γερμανίας, στην Πολώνια της Ιταλίας και στον Πειραιά. Το εμβληματικό στάδιο Ειρήνης και Φιλίας, λίγα λεπτά από εδώ, είναι μάλιστα το γήπεδο που θα διεξαχθεί η τελική φάση και θα στεφθεί η πρωταθλήτρια Ευρώπης γυναικών στις 29 Ιουνίου.
Now, when us Greeks hear the names Peace and Friendship Stadium and EuroBasket in the same sentence, a special neuron lights up in our brains because in 1987 Greece celebrated in the men's competition its first major sporting triumph in the modern era. And the memories of that moment are now ingrained in our collective DNA. Julika and I, we were both very young to have experienced it, but trust me, we feel like we were also there. As you will see later on, the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 aims to recreate a similar kind of magic in June for the fans and teams of all nationalities who will celebrate the women's game.
Όταν εμείς οι Έλληνες λοιπόν ακούμε τις λέξεις στάδιο ειρήνης και φιλίας και ευρωμπάσκετ στην ίδια φράση, ένας, έτσι δεν ξέρω πώς να το πω, ένας ειδικός νευρώνας ανάβει στον εγκεφαλό μας. Γιατί συμβαίνει αυτό? Γιατί το 1987 η Ελλάδα γιόρτασε στο ευρωμπάσκετ ανδρών το πρώτο της μεγάλο θρίαμβο στη σύγχρονη αθλητική ιστορία. Και οι αναμνήσεις εκείνης της διοργάνωσης είναι πλέον χαραγμένες στο συλλογικό μας DNA. Η Λίλα και εγώ ήμασταν, όπως είπε και η Λίλα προηγουμένως, πάρα πολύ μικρές. Εγώ δεν ξέρω, ίσως ήμουνα και αγέννητη για να το θυμάμαι. Αλλά πιστέψτε με, νιώθουμε σαν να ήμασταν εκεί. Όπως θα δείτε στη συνέχεια, το EuroBasket γυναικών 2025 στοχεύει να δημιουργήσει μια παρόμοια μαγική αίσθηση τον Ιούνιο. Τόσο για τους φιλάθλους, όσο και για τις ομάδες όλων των εθνικοτήτων που θα χαρούν το γυναικείο μπάσκετ.
FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 is going to be a truly special milestone for two reasons. Firstly, this will be the first time the competition is hosted by 4 different countries. It had never been hosted by more than 2 countries before, and up until 2013, it was hosted by a single country each time. Second, this is the 40th, do you believe it, edition, with the very first one taking place as many as 87 years ago, back in 1938. Let's take together a short trip down memory lane to remember some of its greatest moments.
Το EuroBasket γυναικών, λοιπόν, 2025 θα είναι ένα πραγματικό ορόσημο για 2 λόγους. Θα είναι η πρώτη φορά που θα έχουμε 4 διοργανώτριες χώρες. Υπενθυμίζω πως μέχρι τώρα δεν ήταν ποτέ περισσότερες από 2 και μάλιστα μέχρι το 2013 η διοργανώτρια χώρα ήταν πάντα μόνο 1. Ο δεύτερος λόγος είναι πως αυτή θα είναι η 40η, καλά ακούσατε, 40η έκδοση της διοργάνωσης. Η πρώτη έλαβε χρόνια πριν από 87 ολόκληρα χρόνια, το 1938. Έλατε λοιπόν να κάνουμε μαζί ένα σύντομο ταξίδι πίσω, στο χρόνο, για να θυμηθούμε μερικές από τις μεγαλύτερες στιγμές.
This was an emotional look back at the glorious past, but now it's time to turn our focus to the exciting future. We have here the ideal person to give us a glimpse into what all of us can expect, the host of the final phase of FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 in Piraeus. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the president of the Greek Basketball Federation, Mr. Evangelos Liolios.
Λοιπόν, αυτή που παρακολουθήσαμε ήταν όντως μια συγκινησιακή αναδρομή στο ένδοξο παρελθόν. Τώρα όμως ήρθε η ώρα να στρέψουμε το βλέμμα μας στο συναρπαστικό μέλλον. Έχουμε εδώ το ιδανικό πρόσωπο για να μας δώσει μια πρόγευση, τον οικοδεσπότη της τελικής φάσης του EuroBasket γυναικών 2025. Κυρίες και κύριοι, καλωσορίστε, σας παρακαλώ, τον πρόεδρο της Ελληνικής Ομοσπονδίας Μπάσκετ, κύριο Ευάγγελο Λιόλιο.
Dear distinguished guests, dear friend of basketball, FIBA family, I'm very proud. It's a big honor for me to welcome you here, in that beautiful place, in Stavros Niarchos Foundation Cultural Center. It's a cultural center here. This special day, unique day for the women, in order to have the draw of the FIBA Women EuroBasket 2025. In June, 4 federations are going to host 16 national teams with the best women players, full of passion in order to win the trophy. But you know, the tournament is not only one trophy. It's something more than a trophy. It's about to push the young girls, to inspire them to play basketball, to chase their dreams, to smash the barrier, and to show all of us that talent has no gender. Here among us, I'm very, very happy because I see so important women, basketball players, coaches, referees, and executives. Thank you so much being here with us to that draw, that magical moment, that important moment for us. Thank you so much. Being here and show us the way to go to the top. And of course, I'd like to thank one special person, the best fan and supporter of our federation, and I think and in Europe, that EuroBasket, it's the governor of area of Attica, of region of Attica. It's Mr. Nikos Kardialias. Nico is a friend of mine. Thank you so much supporting us and being here with us. So, I wish you all good luck to the draw. And let me finish my short speech, I think. I'm in the time, right? So, with a message from my heart. 10 years before, Irene Shields, it was a woman that smashed the speed record in motorcycling. So, in her speech, he said, I owe my success to all those people who didn't tell me, girls, don't do that. But instead that, he told me, go for it. That's my message to all of you. That's my message to the players, to the coaches, to the national teams. That's my message for us, for FIBA. FIBA Women EuroBasket 2025, go for it. Thank you for coming here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Liolios. Dear guests, please give now a warm welcome to the person who explains better than anyone the significance of this remarkable competition, the president of FIBA Europe, Mr. Jorge Garbajosa.
Παρακαλώ, υποδεχτείτε τον άνθρωπο που μπορεί να εξηγήσει καλύτερα από καθέναν την ιδιαίτερη σημασία αυτής της διοργάνωσης, τον πρόεδρο της FIBA Europe, τον κύριο Jorge Garbajosa.
Dear General Secretary of Sports, dear Attica Governor, dear President of the European Olympic Committee, dear FIBA President Sheikh Altani, dear FIBA Secretary General Andreas Thaklis, dear FIBA Europe Board members, presidents and representatives of the different national federations, distinguished guests, κυρίες και κύριοι, σας καλωσορίζω. I hope I pronounced it right, but It is my pleasure to welcome all of you on behalf of FIBA Europe to the official draw of the biggest event in European women's basketball. We are very fortunate that the draw of the 40th edition of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, a real milestone edition of this huge competition, take place in this very beautiful venue by the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Personally, I have visited Greece several times, but even now, I am reminded on every visit how this special place is a step in history. As a European, it always makes me reflect on our common legacy. As a sportsman, I always feel lucky to be at the place where the very essence of sports was conceived. So, believe me, I would never use the word historic in a country without very good reasons. I know that our Greek friends can recognize historical importance better than anyone, but I think you will agree that the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 comes at a truly historical moment for women in basketball. The popularity of the sport is at the highest level ever, and it continues rising. Consider that just the last couple of years we have seen two of the top 3 attendance records of all times at the games for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket qualifiers. In February 2023, we had nearly 9,500 spectators in Stockholm for the game between Sweden and Latvia. Last November, over 10,600 fans turned up in Antwerp to watch Belgium facing Lithuania. That is the absolute record for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket qualifier game, and it came only a few months after basketball set an attendance record for any women's sport in Belgium with 13,700 spectators at the game, again, between Belgium and the United States at the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. Fan engagement did not diminish after these impressive peaks. We know it is sustained and rising because, for example, digital impressions during the latest season of the EuroLeague Women, the top club competition in women's basketball, almost doubled to an extraordinary 217 million impact on the social media. These spectacular facts make me think back to the fascinating final of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket in 2023 in Ljubljana, when the amazing Emma Messeman led Belgium to the first ever title with a big win against my country, Spain, but in an unforgettable final. Emma, a true superstar of our sport, said at that moment, "The motto of Women's EuroBasket is dare to dream, but I never even dared to dream this." Now, dear Emma, dear all, it is the moment to dare and to dream. All the players that will compete at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 can dream big and dream of making history, the kind of history that deserves to be written here in Greece. The FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 will be historic for one more reason. It will be the first time that this big competition will be hosted by 4 host different countries. The 4-nation hosting concept was established back in 2015 with enormous success for the first time for the men's EuroBasket. And I can say I'm enormously proud that 10 years later we managed to implement the same model on the women's competition. All 4 national federations, Czechia, Germany, Greece, and Italy, have done an outstanding job to prepare the competition and deserve enormous credit for their hard work. Italy is the most experienced one, as has already hosted by FIBA Women's EuroBasket on 7 occasions, including the very first edition in 1938. Czechia will host the FIBA Women's EuroBasket for the 3rd time as an independent country, plus 1 more when it was part of the Czechoslovakia. Germany will host the competition for the first time, but next year they will host the Women's World Cup in their country. And Greece will do so for the 2nd time in their history. They are 4 exemplary hosts ready to deliver this historic, again, chapter of the European basketball history. On behalf of FIBA Europe, I would like to thank all 4 organizing federations and their local organizing committee and wish them a lot of success. I also want to thank especially my good friend, my dear friend, Vangelis Liolios, President of the Greek Federation, for your professionalism and your great hospitality always here. By working together, all of us will help make this historic FIBA Women's EuroBasket. I wish all the competing nations the best of luck today, during this draw and at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 in June. Like all of you, I'm eagerly looking forward to the action on the court. And don't forget, dare to dream. Dziękuję, grazie, dankeschön, efkaristo, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Garbajosa. We mentioned before, of course, that in addition to Piraeus, there will be 3 more welcoming hosts during the group stage, 3 major cities in nations with a proud tradition in women's basketball. Brno, the second largest city in Czechia, Hamburg, the northern port city in Germany, and the beautiful Bologna in Italy. We have received a special message from each of the co-hosts. Let's watch their message together.
Λοιπόν, όπως αναφέραμε πριν, η φάση των ομίλων του EuroBasket γυναικών 2025 έχει 3 ακόμα θερμούς αμφιτρίωνες. Πέρα από τον Πειραιά, 3 πόλεις σε χώρες με περήφανη παράδοση στο μπάσκετ γυναικών. Το Brno, η δεύτερη μεγαλύτερη πόλη της Τσεχίας, το Αμβούργο, το μεγαλύτερο λιμάνι της Γερμανίας και η πανέμορφη Μπολόνια της Ιταλίας. Έχουμε λάβει ένα ιδιαίτερο μήνυμα από κάθε μία διοργανώτρια χώρα. Παρακαλώ, ας το δούμε μαζί.
Hello everyone, I'm Mike Shop, Czech Basketball Federation Secretary General, and I'm so honored that I can welcome all of you in Brno, not only the 3 nations, but all the other fans. Brno, which is historically basketball city, well known not only for women's basketball, but for men's also, and we are so proud that we can welcome you and share the experience with you.
Hey, hello. I'm Ingo. I'm the president of the German Basketball Federation. Oh, you know, my English is not so good, so I will change now in German. Weil die Damenvorrunde der diesjährigen EuroBasket Women wird in Hamburg stattfinden. Wir freuen uns seitens des Deutschen Basketballbundes, Sie euch ganz herzlich in Hamburg begrüßen zu dürfen. Hamburg, Active City, eine wahnsinnige Stadt. Unglaublich, die Inselpark Arena wird eine fantastische Stimmung für die Women EuroBasket 2025 hervorrufen. Aber nicht nur das, für uns ist das natürlich nur der erste Schritt, weil wir laden natürlich auch alle herzlich ein für die Weltmeisterschaft 26, auch in Deutschland, dann in Berlin. Nun, herzlich willkommen zur EuroBasket 2025, zu tollen Frauenspielen in Hamburg und zu einer hervorragenden Europameisterschaft der Damen im Basketball. Wir freuen uns auf euch, wir freuen uns auf Sie in Hamburg. Herzlich willkommen in Deutschland, in Hamburg, in der Active City of Basketball. We all welcome you very, very much. Happy to see you soon in Hamburg. Bye bye.
Buongiorno, sono Gianni Petrucci, presidente della Federazione Italiana Pallacanestro. Siamo onorati e felici di ospitarvi a Bologna, una delle città più belle del nostro paese, ed è una cosiddetta Basket City, perché ha le 2 società maggiori nel campionato, Fortitudo oggi ne ha 2, ma certamente la Virtus Segafredo Bologna. Io sono anche emozionato, perché nella mia storia sportiva sto passando un momento straordinario, perché sono in uno sport che è il secondo sport più praticato al mondo, che è la pallacanestro, il secondo sport più popolare del mondo. Abbiamo un campionato europeo che la Federazione Europea, egregiamente presieduta da Garbajosa e dall'attuale Consiglio, ha affidato a noi questa organizzazione. Quindi noi siamo lieti di ospitarvi, siamo lieti di rendervi sereni in questo grande movimento del basket, e con questo auguro a voi un proseguimento. Vi aspettiamo a Bologna, in bocca a tutto. La federazione abbraccia tutta l'Europa e tutto il mondo. Grazie.
Distinguished guests and FIBA family, I'm Annie Constantinidou, Ambassador of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 and a board member of the Hellenic Basketball Federation. We are thrilled to be co-hosting this prestigious event alongside the Czech Republic, Germany, and Italy. Greece will proudly host both a group and the final phase, and we couldn't be more excited. The games will take place at the historic Peace and Friendship Stadium in Piraeus, a beautifully renovated venue with a rich history of hosting major FIBA events. We look forward to welcoming the best players in Europe in our city, and we're inviting all basketball fans to join us in celebrating women's basketball. Thank you for watching. We can't wait to see you all in Greece.
You know what? After these welcoming words, I'm sure fans would like to know a little bit more about each destination, so they know what to expect from the host city that their national team will get drawn in. And to be perfectly honest, Julika, you know that as an actress, the influence that a great stage can have on performance. So, let's get a taste from each of the 4 host countries.
Συμφωνώ, Λίλα, ακριβώς. Μετά από αυτά τα φιλόξενα μηνύματα, όλοι οι φίλαθλοι θα ξέρουν πολλά περισσότερα για τον κάθε προορισμό. Άρα, θα ξέρουν τι να περιμένουν στην πόλη την οποία θα κληρωθεί να παίξει η ομάδα τους. Και για να είμαι απόλυτα ειλικρινής, ναι, έχεις δίκιο, ως ηθοποιός γνωρίζω πάρα πολύ καλά την επίδραση που μπορεί να έχει ένας χώρος στην υποκριτική μου ικανότητα. Οπότε, ενδεχομένως και στις μπασκετμπολίστρες να συμβαίνει ακριβώς το ίδιο. Λοιπόν, ελάτε να πάρουμε όλοι μαζί μια γεύση από τη σκηνή που παρέχει κάθε μία από αυτές τις πόλεις.
One thing is clear, no matter which group your national team is drawn in a few minutes you will be visiting a beautiful city. But let's not lose sight of what all 16 teams will be fighting for, the big prize, the wonderful FIBA Women's EuroBasket trophy. Mr. Garbajosa, can I touch it? May I? Julika also? While we're setting up the stage for the draw, let's have a look at the trophy in all its splendor. 12 different nations have won this amazing piece of silverware in the previous 39 tournaments. The burning question is, in which nation will lift it up in June at the milestone 40th edition?
Ένα είναι σίγουρο, όποιο γκριπ και να κληρωθεί κάθε ομάδα σε λίγα λεπτά, οι φιλαθλοί της θα επισκεφθούν μια υπέροχη πόλη. Λοιπόν, όσοι ετοιμαζόμαστε για την κλήρωση, μην ξεχνάμε το λόγο για τον οποίο θα ρηχθούν στη μάχη οι 16 ομάδες. Το μεγάλο τρόπαιο, το πολύτιμο τρόπαιο του EuroBasket γυναικών που μπορείτε να θαυμάσετε. Λοιπόν, συνολικά 12 έθνη έχουν κατακτήσει αυτό το μοναδικό κύπελο στις προηγούμενες 39 διοργανώσεις. Το μεγάλο ερώτημα είναι, ποια χώρα θα το κατακτήσει τον Ιούνιο, στην 40η.
We can stay here all night admiring this beautiful trophy, Julika. If we don't start with the draw, the teams won't know what the path to winning it is. Let's see how the draw procedure works in the next video.
Ναι, πράγματι είναι πολύ ωραίο, αλλά δεν μπορούμε να το χαζεύουμε όλη νύχτα, γιατί θα πρέπει να ξεκινήσουμε την κλήρωση. Οι ομάδες θα πρέπει να μάθουν το δρόμο που οδηγεί στην κορυφή του βάθρου. Λοιπόν, ας δούμε το βίντεο που ακολουθεί, πώς θα διεξαχθεί η διαδικασία της κλήρωσης.
16 teams will compete at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025, hosted by Czechia, Germany, Italy, and Greece. The teams will be drawn into 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. Group A will play in Piraeus, Greece. Group B in Bologna, Italy. Group C in Brno, Czechia. Group D in Hamburg, Germany. To determine the seedings for the draw, the teams have been ranked according to the FIBA World Ranking Women, presented by Nike. The 16 teams are divided into 4 seeds, with 4 teams in each. Seed 1 consists of the highest-ranked teams: France, Spain, Belgium, and Serbia. Seed 2 includes tournament co-hosts Germany, Italy, and Czechia, along with Turkey. Seed 3 features Montenegro, Great Britain, hosts Greece, and Slovenia. Seed 4 is made up of Sweden, Portugal, Lithuania, and Switzerland. For the draw, the host nations will be placed in a separate pot. The remaining teams will be drawn in order, starting with Seed 4 and followed by Seed 3, Seed 2, and finally Seed 1. 4 additional pots each containing numbers 1 to 4, will determine each team's position within their group and the order of games. The draw software will display the available group options for each team. Let's see how this works in practice. The draw begins with the 4 host nations, who are assigned to the predetermined groups. In this scenario, Italy are drawn first and placed in Group B, which they will host in Bologna. Their competition number is then determined, in this case, number 2. The same procedure follows for Greece, Czechia and Germany, all of whom are assigned to their respective groups. The draw will continue with teams from Seed 4, with no restrictions. With co-host Greece already placed in Group A, there are 3 remaining teams in Seed 3 to be drawn: Montenegro, Great Britain and Slovenia. They can only go to Groups B, C and D. In this simulation, Great Britain are drawn in Group B, Montenegro land in Group C and Slovenia go to Group D. 3 of the 4 countries in Seed 2 are hosts and have already been assigned to their respective groups, leaving Turkey as the only team to be drawn. As a result, the only possible group for Turkey, in any case, is Group A in Greece. There are no restrictions for Seed 1 teams, who are drawn into groups to complete the lineup. With all 16 teams placed, the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 draw is now complete.
So, the procedure should now be more clear for everybody. Every team knows what happens when they hear their name being called during the draw and how the mechanics work. Now, the only thing we need is to set the draw in motion, and as it often happens in sport, the new generation stands on the shoulders of giants. We are honored to have 2 European basketball legends with us tonight to assist us with the draw.
Η διαδικασία λοιπόν θα πρέπει τώρα να είναι λίγο πιο ξεκάθαρη για όλους. Κάθε ομάδα ξέρει τι θα συμβεί όταν ακούσει το όνομά της κατά τη διάρκεια της κλήρωσης και πώς λειτουργούν οι λεπτομέρειες. Τώρα το μόνο που χρειαζόμαστε είναι να προχωρήσουμε στην κλήρωση και, όπως συμβαίνει συχνά στον αθλητισμό, η νέα γενιά στέκεται στους ώμους γιγάντων. Είναι τιμή μας, λοιπόν, που έχουμε 2 θρύλους του ευρωπαϊκού μπάσκετ μαζί μας απόψε για να μας βοηθήσουν στην κλήρωση.
We are ready to watch the video. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner of 7 women's EuroBasket medals with the French national team, Sandrine Grunda.
Κυρίες και κύριοι, καλωσορίστε την νικήτρια 7 μεταλλίων στο Ευρωμπάσκετ γυναικών με την Εθνική Γαλλίας, Sandrine Grunda.
Welcome, Sandrine.
Thank you.
And now, dear guests, please give a very warm welcome to somebody who is beloved in this country, EuroBasket 2005 champion with the Greek national team, Dimitris Diamantidis.
Παρακαλώ, υποδεχτείτε θερμά ένα πολύ αγαπημένο σε όλη την Ελλάδα αθλητή, πρωταθλητή του Ευρωμπάσκετ 2005, με την εθνική, τον Δημήτρη Διαμαντίδη.
Diamantidis. Welcome. So, Sandrine,
Yes.
you started playing at the highest level at an incredibly young age. So you were a huge star for nearly 20 years. With your unique experience, do you agree that women's basketball is going through its best moment in history, and its popularity is exploding.
Yes, yes.
Λοιπόν, Σαντρί, να μεταφράσω και εγώ στα ελληνικά πολύ γρήγορα. Ξεκίνησες να παίζεις στο υψηλότερο επίπεδο σε απίστευτα νέα ηλικία. Ήσουν ένα τεράστιο αστέρι για σχεδόν 20 χρόνια. Με τη μοναδική σου εμπειρία, συμφωνείς ότι το γυναικείο μπάσκετ διανύει την καλύτερη στιγμή της ιστορίας του και η δημοτικότητά του εκτοξεύεται?
You will have to answer in Greek, eh?
Oh. French, maybe? No. Yes, yes. The popularity of women's basketball is huge. It's insane right now, and I love it, clearly. And I think it's actually like more than basketball. I really think that right now is the best era for women in sport in general. So I'm very happy. And actually, I'm a thank and encourage everybody that actually work behind the scene for women.
Λοιπόν, μας λέει η Σαντρίν ότι η δημοτικότητα του γυναικείου μπάσκετ όντως είναι απίστευτη και το αγαπάει πολύ. Και νομίζω ότι είναι κάτι μεγαλύτερο από το ίδιο το μπάσκετ. Ζούμε σε μια σπουδαία εποχή για τις γυναίκες στον αθλητισμό γενικά. Ευχαριστεί πολύ όλους όσους εργάζονται γι' αυτό και χειροκροτεί όλες τις ιδιωτικές πρωτοβουλίες, όπως το μέσο Together που ίδρυσε η συναθλήτριά της, Sue Bird.
Thank you, Sadrine. Dimitri, as someone renowned for his unique ability to read the game, to see what others could not see on the court, what are your expectations for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket in June? And what do you think basketball fans from Greece or elsewhere in Europe will enjoy the most about the tournament?
Λοιπόν, Δημήτρη, να μεταφράσω κι εγώ πολύ γρήγορα. Είναι πασίγνωστο πως έχεις μια μοναδική ικανότητα να διαβάζεις το παιχνίδι. Να βλέπεις ό,τι δεν βλέπουν όλοι οι υπόλοιποι στο παρκέ. Με αυτή την ικανότητά σου, θέλω να μας πεις ποιες είναι οι προσωπικές σου προσδοκίες και τι νομίζεις ότι θα απολαύσουν περισσότερο οι φίλαθλοι από την Ελλάδα και από το εξωτερικό που θα παρακολουθήσουν το EuroBasket γυναικών.
Καλησπέρα σε όλους. Hello to everybody. With all the respect, I will answer in Greek, okay?
I will translate, don't worry.
Okay. Νομίζω ότι το σημαντικό αυτό που θέλουμε όλοι οι Έλληνες είναι να δούμε μια ομάδα η οποία θα είναι ανταγωνιστική μέσα στο γήπεδο. Θα παλεύει κάθε παιχνίδι, θα δίνει το 100% και θέλουμε να φτάσει όσο δυνατόν πιο ψηλά γίνεται. Τώρα όσον αφορά τον κόσμο, νομίζω ότι να έρθουν όλοι στο γήπεδο, να δούνε τις παίχτριες και επίσης θα δούνε και μια ελληνική φιλοξενία η οποία θα είναι πολύ όμορφη.
At the rehearsal, you told me something else, you will say. Dimitri stated that he expects the national team to be competitive, to give a fight in every game, and with the support of the fans to progress as far as possible. The fans will enjoy the great matches, intense battles, and of course, the unique Greek hospitality, which always makes every tournament special. Thank you, Dimitri. So, Sadrine, in the 2009 Women's EuroBasket in Latvia, you were just 22 years old, and yet you led France to the top of the podium. Can you describe the feelings, the moments after the final, with the medal in your hands at such a young age, and what did that moment mean for the rest of your career?
Λοιπόν, Σαντρίν, στο EuroBasket γυναικών του 2009 στη Λετωνία, ήσουν 22 ετών. Παρ' όλα αυτά, οδήγησες τη Γαλλία στην κορυφή του βάθρου. Μπορείς να μας περιγράψεις τα συναισθήματά σου, τις στιγμές μετά το τελικό, με το μετάλλιο στα χέρια σου, σε τόσο νεαρή ηλικία και τι σήμαινε εκείνη τη στιγμή για το υπόλοιπο της καριέρας σου?
Well, in 2009, I really felt like a bomb of joy exploded in my chest. That's how happy I was. And to be honest with you, when I was there on the court and I had this gold medal in my hand, I really thought that would be the first one of a long series. But well, I guess I was wrong, but that's a lesson, you know, to actually like stay in a moment whenever you are.
Λοιπόν, μας λέει η Σαντρίν πως το 2009 ένιωσε σαν να είχε κραγεί μια βόμβα χαρά μέσα στο στήθος της. Θυμάται να λέει στον εαυτό της ότι αυτό το χρυσό μετάλλιο θα ήταν το πρώτο από μια μακρά σειρά μεταλλίων, οπότε δεν το γιόρτασε και ιδιαίτερα. Έκανε λάθος παρόλα αυτά και ίσως θα έπρεπε να το έχει γιορτάσει πιο πολύ, να είχε μείνει στη στιγμή.
Thank you, Sadrine. You know, Dimitri, what it takes to win a EuroBasket title, how many things you need to work perfectly for a team to conquer this trophy. If you were to give only one advice to the 16 teams that will compete in June, what would you tell them is the most important?
Λοιπόν, Δημήτρη, ξέρεις τι απαιτείται για να κατακτήσεις ένα EuroBasket? Πόσα πράγματα πρέπει να δουλέψουν τέλεια σε μια ομάδα για να κατακτήσει το τρόπαιο? Εάν πρέπει να δώσεις μία μόνο συμβουλή σε αυτές τις 16 ομάδες που θα ρηχτούν στη μάχη τον Ιούνιο, τι θα τους έλεγες, τι είναι το πιο σημαντικό?
Θεωρώ ότι πρέπει να διαχειρίζονται τα συναισθήματά τους, γιατί τα παιχνίδια έρχονται το ένα μετά το άλλο Και είτε είναι νίκη είτε είναι ήττια, πρέπει να τα ξεπερνάνε. Και φυσικά κάποια ομάδα για να πάει καλά πρέπει να είναι ενωμένη για να μπορέσουν να φτάσουν ψηλά.
He said you have to work on your feelings, whether you win or you lose, and train hard and play for one another. So, a question for both of you. You're both super famous in the basketball world. You've won everything there was to win with your clubs, yet you suit it up for your national team every summer. How do you describe that bond? I mean, what makes playing for the national team a different experience for an accomplished athlete? Ladies first, eh?
Λοιπόν, είστε και οι δύο διάσημοι στον κόσμο του μπάσκετ. Κερδίσατε σωρία τίτλων σε συλλογικό επίπεδο, αλλά παίζατε για την εθνική σας ομάδα τα καλοκαίρια. Τι κάνει αυτό το δεσμό τόσο ιδιαίτερο και γιατί είναι ιδιαίτερη για έναν επιτυχημένο αθλητή αυτή η εμπειρία της εθνικής ομάδας?
Well, for me, playing for the national team, it's a privilege, and it's also a big responsibility due to its impact. Because, well, your wins actually motivates all the little girls to dream big, and your losses also put a kind of dark shadow over the nation that you represent. So it's a major step.
Μας λέει η Σαντρίν ότι το να αγωνίζεσαι για την εθνική ομάδα είναι προνόμιο και ευθύνη, λόγω του αντίκτυπού του. Γιατί οι νίκες σου εμπνέουν μικρά κορίτσια που ονειρεύονται να παίξουν μπάσκετ. Αλλά και οι ήττες σου ρίχνουν μια σκιά πάνω στο έθνος που εκπροσωπείς. Και αυτό είναι ένα τεράστιο βήμα.
Δημήτρη.
Δόξα τω Θεώ, στα χρόνια που αγωνίστηκα, κατέκτησα με το σύλλογό μου πολλούς τίτλους, αλλά νομίζω ότι το να φοράς τη φανέλα της εθνικής είναι η ύψιστη τιμή που μπορεί να νιώσει ένας αθλητής. Και φυσικά εμείς ήμασταν τυχεροί και ευλογημένοι γιατί κατακτήσαμε και τίτλους με αυτή την ομάδα και η περηφάνεια είναι απίστευτα και τα συναισθήματα είναι πάρα πολύ όμορφα.
So Dimitri said that the greatest honor for an athlete is wearing the national emblem and representing your country. He was very lucky to win so many trophies with this national team. The pride, the emotion and the responsibility of honoring the national emblem are truly unique. Thank you so much, both of you. It's an honor to have you here tonight. Dear guests, if tonight was a basketball game, we would say that now the time has come for the clutch plays that will decide the outcome. Please let's welcome Mr. Ljubomir Mantic, FIBA Head of Competitions Europe. Mr. Mantic will present the draw seedings for all the 16 teams and then conduct the draw with the help of Sadrin and Dimitris.
Λοιπόν, αγαπητοί προσκεκλημένοι, εάν η απόψινή βραδιά ήταν ένα παιχνίδι μπάσκετ, θα λέγαμε ότι τώρα μάλλον έφτασε η ώρα για το αποφασιστικό φινάλε που θα κρίνει το τελικό σκορ. Καλωσορίστε λοιπόν τον κύριο Ljubomir Mantic, τον επικεφαλής διοργανώσεων της FIBA για την Ευρώπη. Ο κύριος Mantic θα παρουσιάσει τα γκρουπ δυναμικότητας, στα οποία ανήκουν οι 16 ομάδες, και εν συνεχεία θα διεξιάγει την κλήρωση με τη βοήθεια της Αντρίν και του Δημήτρη.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, also from my side. We are now ready to start with the draw for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025. As explained, as shown in the draw explainer video, we will first start with the pot with the 4 co-hosts of this competition. But before we do, let's take a look at the 4 teams.
Wow, unbelievable. He's good. And they do get it to Dimitri ties the game. Starting the long way round. Oh, what a finish. Oh, my. He makes the 3. Behind the back, a little bit of magic. Are you kidding me?
Okay, we are ready to go. We will draw take a look at those four teams.
He gets in and gets the layup. Puts it up and in. For three, got it! How's that? Oh, what a finish that was. Fills it up. Right on cue. Count it. Wow. He just feels so confident. what a play. Long three-pointer. Wow.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025. First of all, I want to thank Sandrine and Dimitris for their contributions towards this draw. Thank you very much, both of you. Just another brief summary of the draw results. Group A in Piraeus will feature France, Turkey, Greece, and Switzerland. Group B in Bologna with Serbia, Italy, Slovenia, and Lithuania. Group C in Brno with the reigning champions Belgium, Czechia, Montenegro, and Portugal. And Group D in Hamburg with Spain, Germany, Great Britain, and Sweden. I want to conclude by wishing all of the participating teams the best of luck in the competition. Thank you very much, and I'm passing the ball back to our presenters.
There you have it. Now each team knows their opponents and knows where they're going to play and their path to the final. Perhaps the only thing we haven't mentioned is that all teams will have the very best tool at their disposal, the official FIBA Women's EuroBasket by Molten. Julika, I don't know about you, but just seeing you with the ball in your hands makes me want to get out and shoot some hoops.
Η αλήθεια είναι τώρα που κρατάω την μπάλα, θέλω να βγούμε λίγο έξω να παίξουμε έτσι ένα μονάκι, αλλά μετά τα κούνια είναι λίγο δύσκολο και θα πρέπει να τελειώσουμε και την εκδήλωση. Λοιπόν, θα περιμένω εγώ λίγα λεπτά. Κυρίες και κύριοι, κάθε ομάδα τώρα πια ξέρει σε ποια πόλη θα παίξει τον Ιούνιο και το δρόμο που μπορεί να την οδηγήσει στην κορυφή του βάθρου.
To conclude this wonderful evening, please welcome on the stage Mr. Kamil Novak, the FIBA Executive Director Europe. Mr. Novak, the floor is yours.
Παρακαλώ, για να ολοκληρώσουμε αυτή την υπέροχη βραδιά, ας καλωσορίσουμε τον εκτελεστικό διευθυντή για την Ευρώπη της FIBA, τον κύριο Kamil Novak.
Thank you both. Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach now end of this evening, I would like to take a last opportunity to extend my warm thanks to the 4 organizing national federations and of course all our distinguished guests. Allow me to thank especially the Hellenic Basketball Federation for organizing this draw in such a wonderful setting. Thank you very much. FIBA in Greece have a long history and experience of organizing great international events. And this includes, of course, this very same FIBA Women's EuroBasket in 2003, as well as multitude of other huge events. Now, each of the 16 teams knows not only the opponents in their groups, but also the city in which it will be playing. I cannot predict the result on the court, but I am certain that no matter if your team will be playing in Brno, Bologna, Hamburg, or Piraeus, it will enjoy the highest standards on and off the court, and also the fans will enjoy a fantastic experience. Organizing an event like the FIBA Women's EuroBasket is always a big challenge, and I believe that all 4 hosts, they should be and should feel enormously proud for their accomplishment. The 2025 edition will feature the top 16 national teams from Europe and will certainly attract fans from these nations to the host cities. The global television and media coverage will allow several million more fans around the world to follow the event remotely. So we look forward to seeing you all in Brno, Bologna, Hamburg, and Piraeus. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Mr. Novak. Dear guests, the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 draw concludes here. While we're having one more look at the draw results, we would like to thank everyone who attended in person at the Stavros Niarchos Foundation Cultural Center, and to all of you who followed this draw on FIBA's digital channels. And to all fans out there, we can't wait to see you all the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2025 in June. Have a wonderful evening.
Αγαπητοί προσκεκλημένοι, η τελετή κλήρωσης του EuroBasket γυναικών 2025 έφτασε στο τέλος της. Καθώς ρίχνουμε μια τελευταία ματιά στα αποτελέσματα της κλήρωσης, θα θέλαμε να ευχαριστήσουμε όλους εσάς που παραβρεθήκατε στο Κέντρο Πολιτισμού Ίδρυμα Σταύρος Νιάρχος, αλλά και όλους εσάς που παρακολούθησατε την εκδήλωση από το σπίτι. Και προς όλους τους φιλάθλους, όπου και αν βρίσκεστε, ανυπομονούμε να σας δούμε στο EuroBasket γυναικών 2025 τον Ιούνιο. Καλό σας βράδυ.
I probably wouldn't even imagine that it can be so good.